What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So we back again for another episode of Sistas. Girl, I don't know what episode this is. Probably episode 7. And another boring episode, another dumb episode. I'm so sorry. I'm trying, y'all. Okay, listen. This show has until the mid-season finale to pick up. And when the mid-season finale comes up, and if it's still trash, I will be completely done. I just can't. I just can't because I almost started not to give y'all this at this point. But anyway, so we back with Sistas. We pick up where we left off last week with Fatima popping up on Karen. Karen is so pathetic. This is what's making me mad about this show. Because why he got these characters acting like this? I do not like this. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, we do know that there are some women that can be insufferable. But to have Karen acting the way that she's acting, like everything about her annoys the hell out of me. All right. We almost had Karen out of the sunken delusional place. Almost. All right. And then it took a Fire and Zach showing some type of consideration and appreciation for her, or in concern, some type of love for her, that she's about to mistaken for wanting him or he wanting her. I don't know at this point if he really wants her or if he really just trying to be there for her and sympathetic and all that stuff, because they do have history and they were together for a minute. I don't know. But for Karen, she's definitely taking this as if he wants to get back with her, as if this is her way back in. And it is pathetic. When Fatima popped up and Fatima said, "Let me talk to you, Zach," and Karen gets into her attitude, and she says in such a condescending way, "This is my salon." Okay, your salon burnt the freak down. That's just what it is. And we outside. So you can move or we'll move over here. Like, the attitude that she gives Fatima, I just don't understand it. It is not like you and Zach were together. I can understand if Zach and Karen were together and then Zach cheated on Karen with Fatima. Then I will understand the vitriol. I will understand the hate. I will understand all of the negativity that she can give Fatima. Even though Fatima probably wouldn't have known that, Zach was with her. You know what I'm saying? But y'all was broken up. You broke up with this man. This man almost got killed over you, trying to protect you, even though you broke up with him and you moved right along with this Aaron character. And then not only that, you accused him of stealing from you. We never continued that storyline. I wanted to know more about that storyline than everything else that is going on right about now. This is giving me so much If Loving You Was Wrong. I don't know if some of y'all was here when If Loving You Was Wrong was on, but baby, do y'all remember that particular season when Brad had went on top of that mountain or that hill or whatever and was burying that stuff? We never found out what it was that he was burying, and we never came back to that. I said, so what was the point? What was the point of all of that? And that is exactly how I feel right about now when it comes down to the woman who was actually caught, who stole Karen money. Who was it? What was the point? Because you could have made it something else so that Karen could dislike Zach. Not her because of supposedly him stealing for her. That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? So you got that going on. Fatima making it seem like she just came up there to get some paper signed or whatever about his son. Zach, of course, is being Zach, oblivious to the situation. You literally had, I think, at least somebody came up to him and told him something. I think either Andy or, yeah, Andy. Andy has already told you that she feels some type of way. Preston has already told you Fatima feels some type of way. They all saw it. But yet, he cannot get it into his mind that he may have overstepped the boundary, or he may have made his woman feel a certain type of way. And so therefore, let me talk to her and let me do all of this stuff with her so that she can know and get reassurance that there is absolutely nothing going on between me and Karen. Oh no, we're going to keep on going up and meeting Karen by ourselves. And then when Fatima leaves, instead of going after her and you asking, why are you acting like this and why are you acting like that? Instead of just leaving with her, you stay with Karen and you go over there and having conversations to have to meet up at another place. What? That makes no sense. Like, do you not get it? I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, Zach, you cannot be this aloof. You cannot be this dumb. And I'm like, so are you trying to say all men are dumb like this? Girl, Tyler Perry making men look stupid and he making women look stupid as well. And I just hate it. You want to know why? No shade, because he making us black folks look stupid on this show. And it ain't none other color on here, or lack thereof, that he is making look stupid. Why are we making our own folks look stupid? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You got us looking dumb. You got us looking narcissistic. You got us looking egotistical. You got us looking dick hungry. You got us looking, thirsty, scamming, homophobic. Well, you got us looking all of this negative stuff. All of this negative stuff. No one has anything positive going on this show. Not a one. And that is sad. That is freaking sad. Like, bring a white person on. I'm sorry to say it like this, but bring a white person on and make them the villain. I don't know. Bring somebody else on so that everybody can team up and go against them. Okay? Like, why are we doing this? And then Karen, I want Fatima to whoop her ass. And I'm sorry to say it like that, because I know the lady's supposed to be pregnant, but at this point, trip her. She deserves it. Because when she, on that preview for next week, when she sat there and said, Zach is about to come over and we're about to have sex and y'all gonna have to go. I was so glad Fatima popped up and heard all of that. Fatima, you should have grabbed her wig and just took it off. You know what I'm saying? And grabbed her by the throat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do something. All right? Something has to happen, you know. And I feel as though they made it so that Karen was pregnant so Fatima would not put her hands on her. Because they know that she deserves it. I feel like that's what it was. And in this whole situation with Aaron getting up in his feelings about and coming over there to Zach. Let me tell you something, Aaron is not even her man. That lady told you not to talk to her at the moment and you still popped up. So the reason why you getting up in your feelings because you see Karen and Zach together or whatever, why are you getting in your feelings? Because if you would not have been there because nobody told you to be there, you wouldn't have saw this. Then you up there, trying to come at him and all this stuff. But when Zach said, how about you checked on your kids lately? You know what they doing? And how they doing with their mama? I said, oh my God. Now see, people kept on saying that those kids wasn't his, but those were his stepkids, okay? So technically speaking, and probably legally, unless he didn't adopt them or whatever, them still his stepkids. I don't care what nobody say, them still his stepkids. And yes, we have not seen him call not one time. I understand that the mama took the kids or whatever, but we have not seen him try to put forth any effort to even attempt to see the kids, to see where they are, to see what legal rights he have or anything. He is worried about stalking Karen because at this point, he is obsessed with Karen. We ain't seen you counseling nobody else. Where is your church at, sir? We ain't been inside the pupil. We don't even know what the pews look like. Baby, what do your podium look like? Baby, what does the color of your Bible look like? Is the pages regular on the outside or is it red slanted? Baby, we don't know nothing about that. Okay, like what is going on? But you were so heavily focused on Karen, and the woman keep on giving you the cold shoulder, and then you getting up in your feelings. And I'm so glad Zach got at your ass the way that he got at your ass. He was like, you know what? Because every time you come around, bodies just keep dropping or whatever. Women just dropping something like that. He came at him, and I was here for it. Then he get caught up at the coffee shop with Pam. He talking to old girl, and 9 out of 10, I think it's the Jennifer girl that popped up. Because Pam had popped up on him and was like, whoa, so you finna have her come back after she done came to the shop. So I'm assuming it's that girl that said that he was lying about who he was. And my whole thing is this. He literally got up in his feelings and was like, man, what type of hold does Zach got on Karen? What did she see up in him? Okay? Because it's like, I've been trying so hard and she won't give me a chance and I'm trying to show the girl that I love her and all this stuff. And it's like, ugh. And I'm sitting here like, literally for the past 2 weeks, we have been dealing with men who has this attitude of whatever I say goes. This is how I'm going to run things, and you ain't got no right to say whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? This gaslighting, this all of this stuff or whatever that's going on, this manipulative stuff, this controlling situation, this narcissistic behavior, and that is all that I'm seeing right now. Aaron is a red flag, and he just showed his red flag even more, okay? Because in that moment, when he was saying all of that stuff, he said that as if Karen is supposed to automatically just be with him and throw herself at him because he's doing all of this stuff for her and because he loves her, but he knows that she still loves Zach. And my whole thing is, if this person is giving you all of this non-flavor, move the freak on. Please. Ain't no way in heck I'm finna keep on trying to pursue someone that is not giving me the same energy. It has been clearly showing me time and time and time again that they don't want to be with me. I would be silly. I would be stupid to continue to do that. That is insanity. And then for you to get mad? And at this point, I don't even feel like it's because he really wants her. I feel like it's one of those things where he has this issue or this thing where he needs to conquest somebody. He needs to have a conquest. And he has to control it. And it's like a competition. And now you get this one girl, this one woman that actually is not falling for his games. And he don't know what to do. So now he's spinning out. And I'm just sitting here like, child, please get him off the show, because at this point he looked like he had choked Karen out. And I just, as much as I don't like Karen, I don't want no domestic situation going on at all. Moving on from that, Hayden and don't say nothing about me chewing gum. This is how much I don't care. Okay. Hayden and Gary gets on the phone. Gary was finding some more information about Tamara. And basically he hasn't really found anything. He says she's clean, but he got another guy that's going to go deeper into her stuff. And so he was asking Hayden, did you did the annulment or whatever? And he was like, I got the papers, but I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, we're going to get off of him. We find out Gary said he's going to come up there because he's asking about Andy. He going to make it seem as though, you know, he was coming up there for Gary, but he's really coming up there for Andy. Okay, fine. At this point, Tamara is up there at the office. Fatima sees her, and she's like, what are you doing here? She winds up telling Fatima, girl, we married. I did what I had to do. We married. She was like, girl, I did not tell you to do that. You doing too much. And you know what? At this point in time, this is what you want to do? Leave me out of it. It is what it is. And I'm just sitting here like, now Fatima, you want to back away when you put this wheels in motion? Now you feel sorry for Hayden talking about this too much, this ain't right. Well, after all the stuff that he done to you, now you want to feel sorry that this girl just married him and about to take him for everything that he got? Girl, what is going on? Baby, pick which side you're going to be on, okay? Because ever since he's been occupied with this girl, he ain't been talking or saying nothing about you. All right, so let him continue to be focused on her. All right, like, girl, worry about that. And meanwhile, Tamara come up in there and said, you know, or I should say Tamara, she was like, listen, we gotta, I said, girl, listen to the tone of how he talking. Sometimes y'all can't read between the lines and y'all don't hear inflection to get the gist and to get what the mood is, because Hayden was real dry about the whole thing. Because she was like, hey, babe. I should say husband. And he was like, hey. And she was like, we went to Vegas. We got married. We need to meet our parents and all that stuff. I haven't met your parents. I said, girl, we just met. So, of course, you ain't met my parents. And he was like, all right, I'm like, listen to how he sound. He don't want to do this, but he don't want to let it go. And I feel like she kind of got that, because then she was like, you know what? Let me get down under your desk and give you a little surprise to make you feel better. He was like, no, girl, the office is full of glass, and can't nobody, they gonna be seeing. She was like, girl, ain't nobody gonna see. And so she convinced him to let her go down on him under the table. And right in the midst of doing her little session, here comes Gary. And Hayden trying to get him not to come around the corner. And he eventually does. And he was like, oh. And he was like, give me them papers and just get out. And so after that, we see that Andy is over there. Fatima, even Zach had asked Fatima, how come you ain't got your ring on? I said, you still, as soon as I seen my newly engaged fiance without her ring, and she pops up without her ring, and I see the way she's looking, I am not going to stay with that situation. I'm going to leave with her so we can talk this out. And see, Zach is just dumb at this point. And that just goes to show that he has yet to fully mature. He and Karen was very immature in their relationship. And that's why He ain't had no role models, and he's just dumb. He's just dumb. Okay, we could say he tried. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but at this point, now they're turning like Tyler Perry literally just turned everybody that we like into somebody that we really don't care for at this moment. All right, and that's just how it is. Like, I really don't care for anybody on this show. I don't care for anybody on this show. Like, girl, what? What? None of the characters are anyone to inspire to be like. None of the characters are anyone that we'd be like rooting for or anything, because we just know that it's gonna go to shit anyway. So there's that. But they got this meeting. Then meeting with a new client. She just got through meeting with some clients. They leave out. Then this other lady that comes in. Mind you, her and Andy got on pink dresses. I said, all right, come on, I'm a Barbie girl. This lady just comes in, and it's just so coincidental that she is talking about the fact that she is with a narcissistic, controlling man who manipulated her, who made her blinded by the gifts that he was giving her, flying her out, and all this stuff. Sounded like what's the situation going on with Andy and Gary, you know? And then to let's drive the nail in the point even further and hit that thing on the head, we're also going to say that the lady said, you know what? Dude cheated on me, but I guess this is my karma, because you get him how you lose him how you get him. Because, you know, when I got with him, he was married too, and he was giving me the runaround about getting a divorce and all this stuff. I said, wow, Tyler, way to bring you home and say that you're not talking about Andy by talking about Andy through this lady, okay? And then said something about Fatima's situation. Like, I'm just sitting here like, so this woman just so happened to be having the same issues that Andy and Fatima are going through, but she's went through it before. What? And I just felt that scene was way too long. She was talking way too much. And for what? Because ain't nothing gonna happen. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Fatima claiming that she done with Zach. Girl, if you done with him, be done with him. If you was done with him, the team are finna be done. Okay, the TV show. But you're not done with him, all right? Meanwhile, this whole thing with Sabrina and Maurice at the lawyer's office, they had to get Maurice together. Because at this point, Maurice kept on saying, let's be honest, you want to say that it's my fault. You want to say that it's my fault. They was trying not to do that to spare his little feelings. But of course, he had to keep on driving it home. Or what he gonna do? He gonna try to take out Q. He gonna do this. He gonna do that. And it's like, stop it. They wind up just saying, this is your fault. You brought the man into your life. You brought the man into your home. You did all of that. Because even regardless of the fact that Calvin kind of convinced him, was trying to convince him to let Q stay for that probation stuff, he still could have said no. He still could have kicked him out. And he still could have called the cops to get him out the house too. Okay, if that's the case. But no, he let him stay. And so it's like, I'm just tired of the whole thing with Maurice. Like, again, you're making the gay men, you got gay characters, a gay character, and you're making him insufferable. Yes, he has his moments where he's a little bit funny, but sometimes, well, majority of the time, he's doing too much. Way too much. For what? For what? It ain't even funny no more. It's irritating. Then you get Q going back to work, and he's still trying to hit on Danny, even though you know the situation. Like, are you serious? That's just really dumb. And so then you get Sabrina calling Danny, wanting to know if Q is there, and let her come back there and talk to her, because she's like, listen, I can't do no 15 years. I can't do no 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And so you actually get this boy to talk to you, and you really think that you're going to get through to him by giving a sob story about the way that you don't deserve this, and, you know, you never did anything and all this stuff, and only to get you to break down and say this Maurice's fault because he hurt me, because all he was using me for was for some sex and all that stuff. He wasn't really trying to get to know. I said, now, first of all, I thought you wasn't gay. You said like you want Maurice to be your man. And at one point, Maurice was trying to be there for you, but you played him again. Soon as he let his guard down to let you in and let you know that you can be yourself around him and open up to him, you played him and you set him up. So what is this sob story? And I'm sitting here like, this is not real. We already know it's not realistic, but it was irritating me. I said, Sabrina, you really think after all of this stuff, this boy literally just got shot. Hold on, y'all. Lily just got shot. And you really think that you sitting there talking about how you liked your job and you did this and you did that and all this stuff and you're a good person and you don't deserve is going to make him change? A couple of tears or whatever is going to make a hardened criminal like that who's been doing it for the whole life and then all of a sudden trying to say that you forgive him? Girl, if you don't get up out of here, and you don't get up out of here, that was Sistas, y'all. I got nothing else to say. And if y'all was wondering why I was late, because my What This is about to be up, probably before this is up, it was because we had a big storm that came through. A big storm that came through and kind of like knocked a lot of stuff out, and the electricity was playing games, and it didn't even record. Girl, anyway, I said, child, I thought it had recorded. I looked on my DVR, and it wasn't even there. I said, what? And I'm having issues with that. Like some channels, and it's not recording right ever since it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. So I have to look at it the next day on the app. So it's crazy. But here, sisters, let's discuss. Let's commiserate. That's so bad. I know y'all get tired of me. I know y'all get tired of me coming on here doing this every time. But I'm trying, y'all. And like I said, mid-season, if it hasn't picked up, I'm not going to continue the season. I'm definitely not. So just be prepared. I think Love After Lockup or Love During Lockup comes on tomorrow. So, I got something to look forward to. But anyway, I'll see y'all guys later. Be safe. Peace.